Hi, it's Pete from PEMFiT Academy. So now we're going to talk about one of my favourite subjects, whole body accessories. We're going to talk about the flatbed with bolsters, the whole body contour bed, and also the Z-Grav lounger. Each one of these do essentially the same thing. In a very comfortable way, we can apply natural PEMF energy to your whole body at once. I like to call PEMF a big nature machine, especially ones like these. So we're infusing your body with a huge amount of natural frequency electromagnetic energy, albeit in a higher amount, and therefore we get much quicker results. When you visit PEMFiT, we start all clients and all client sessions off with whole body accessories. Why do we do that? Well, quite simply, you get the best results by doing that. I've tried all combinations, and by far the best results that we get, irrespective of what you're dealing with, is to start working with you on the whole body accessories. The whole body accessories do almost all of the heavy lifting in terms of achieving what you want to achieve. According to the experts, our body is made up of three main things. Roughly, give or take, 37 trillion human cells, microbes, let's call that the microbiome, and also salty water or electrolyte. We've already given you probably some of the best electrolyte that's available in the form of PEMFiT source. And what we can then do using a whole body accessory is activate all of that electrolyte with your cells as quickly, comfortably, and efficiently as possible. So what we're going to do now is turn the machine on and apply some of this beautiful PEMF energy to Nicola. What I love about this machine, the XL Pro, is that we have lots of specificity over the frequency and the intensity. What's paramount at PEMFiT is that because we have a lot of power with these systems, but that it's comfortable and it's appropriate for you. And that's different things to different people on different days. So always we're making sure that Nicola is comfortable. I'm looking at her face now. She's still got a smile on her face. And what I love about this machine also is that we can control the frequency and the intensity independently. Most of you may be familiar with a common term, Schumann resonance. And the dominant Schumann resonance, in other words, the dominant frequency that the Earth puts out when you're grounding, when you're out in nature, receiving negative ions and free electrons, which is why we feel well when we're outside. This is what we're applying to Nicola. We can actually dial this frequency in this dominant Schumann resonance of 7.83 pulses per second, or 7.83 hertz. And that's exactly what we're doing now. Although these systems are whole body and are high intensity, it does not mean that we do or we should use very high intensities with all clients, because that wouldn't be appropriate. If you're dealing with long-term chronic issues, we would want to start on much lower intensities, lower frequencies, but the fact that we can apply this to your entire body in a very comfortable way in a PEMFiT studio is what's most important. So I mentioned that this is high intensity equipment. High intensity PEMF can cause, if you're muscular, if you have lots of lean mass, it can cause muscle contractions. It absolutely does not need to do that in order for it to be working. In fact, a lot of people can't feel it, or if you don't have a lot of muscle mass, there's not a lot of movement. For Nicola here today, we're working on a medium intensity Schumann resonance frequency, and this is a level that she said she's very comfortable with, and that's what we're going with. But what we can do is get an awful lot done in a very short amount of time, having the benefit of that extra intensity in the PEMF should we need it. So typically when clients come to PEMFiT, they're looking to resolve musculoskeletal issues. What we can't not see, however, and indeed clients notice this themselves, which is almost even more powerful, is the effect on their nervous system. And because we're using whole body high intensity frequencies, which mimic what the Earth puts out, this has a profound effect on the ANS. And these natural high intensity frequencies, it's almost like pushing a reset button on the autonomic nervous system. So it almost forces you in a gentle way into that relaxed and healing state.